This day in Muscat wasn't just sightseeing, it might change my career on the ship. This is my 132nd day working on board the cruise ship Costa Smeralda. I am working at reception, and at the moment our ship is doing Dubai season. We have the same itinerary every week. We stay 3 days in Dubai, then go to Muscat, then we have a day in the sea, then Doha and Abu Dhabi. Today we are in Muscat, the capital of Oman, and I asked to join an excursion with guests. At the beginning of March, we are going to leave this region. We will start crossing back to Europe around Africa, and before leaving this part of the world, I wanted to make sure that I join at least one excursion in every port. This was a half-day short excursion called Mystical Muscat, and it was super popular. There were more than 20 buses leaving the port, each one in a different language. We docked at 8:30 in the morning, and our meeting time was just 15 minutes later. So the pier got busy really fast, with guests everywhere getting ready for their tours. I joined the bus with an English-speaking guide, as that's the language I'm most comfortable with. Both the guide and the driver were wearing traditional Omani clothes. Our guide was really friendly and shared lots of interesting stories about Oman, its culture, and the places that we visited.
Now we'll start our tour, and I want to start it with ground information about Oman. In 2020, our previous Sultan is passed away, and the current one is taken over.
We had to leave the port quickly because our first stop was the Grand Mosque, and it's only open for visitors in the morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So timing was important. I was just enjoying every moment. If you watched my previous videos, you know that as crew we can sometimes join excursions for free as escorts. After the tour, we just complete an online feedback form for the cruise company, so that they can improve the experience if necessary, as the tours are organized by local agencies. The Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque is really huge. It can hold more than 20,000 people at the same time, and you really feel how massive it is when you're standing there. Everything looks clean and elegant, with white marble walls, beautiful arches, and peaceful gardens all around. I also really like that the mosque is open to non-Muslim visitors, so people from all over the world can come, learn, and experience Omani culture and Islam. Inside there is a giant crystal chandelier and one of the largest handmade Persian carpets in the world, made by hundreds of women over several years. The whole place felt very calm and special. This excursion was a little different for me than usual. Normally, when I join tours as a crew escort, I just enjoy the excursion and later send feedback to the company. But this time, the guide asked me to help translate some information for the Russian-speaking guests that we had on the tour, because there wasn't a Russian guide available, and some of them didn't know any English.
One of these, it is one Quran. One of the big books, one Quran.
So I spoke on the microphone and translated the most important information for them during the bus ride, and also explained the meeting times and locations at every stop. It felt nice to help, and it made me feel a bit more involved, not just like a guest, but as part of the team. Our second stop was Muttrah Souq, which is actually very close to the port, and I've been here a few times before. Still, every visit feels a little different. It's one of the oldest markets in Oman, and as soon as you walk inside the narrow, winding alleys, you can really feel the history. There are small shops everywhere selling spices, perfumes, silver jewelry, scarves, souvenirs, and traditional Omani crafts. This time I bought a souvenir T-shirt with Muscat written on it. I like collecting T-shirts from the places I visit. It's a small but nice memory to take home. I also got a pastry from a little local kiosk. It wasn't fancy, but sometimes it's nice to try something different off the ship. Even though the food on board is great, you still crave for new flavors now and then. After some free time, we went back to the bus and waited for everyone. The meeting time had already passed and we were still missing 3 guests, so I helped look around for them. In the end, we saw them running back. I guess they just got lost in shopping and forgot the time. Our next stop was Bait Al Zubair Museum, and it was a really nice place to learn more about Oman beyond just the beautiful views. From the outside, it looked like a traditional Omani house, but inside it's full of history and stories. The museum is privately owned by the Zubair family and shows how people in Oman used to live many years ago.
Now, His Majesty is the cousin of the late Sultan. This is his father.
There are traditional clothes, old weapons, jewelry, coins, and many everyday objects from the past. Moments like this also remind me how lucky we are as crew members. We can join these excursions for free, and it's a really great opportunity. If I tried to visit all these places by myself, I guess I would need a taxi and to spend a lot of money, as these places are quite far apart. Plus, here we have a guide explaining everything, so we learn so much more. I'm really grateful for experiences like this. Though I have to admit that it's possible for me because working at reception, I have enough free time to join the excursion. But the crew working in many other departments, like in the restaurant or housekeepers, do not get enough time. Their breaks are not long enough to join such excursions.
Also, my friends, we are not able to go inside the palace of our Sultan.
Then we stopped at a photo spot with beautiful views of the Sultan's palace, Fort Jalali and Fort Mirani. The palace looks very unique with its bright blue and gold columns, and it's still used by the Sultan for official ceremonies, even though visitors cannot go inside. On both sides, 2 old forts stand high on the rocks above the sea. They are more than 400 years old and were built by the Portuguese to protect the harbor. The views around were nice for photos. After that, we headed back to the ship. The excursion wasn't too long, which was good because I still had some time before work. My supervisors adjusted my schedule so that I could join the tour, but of course I still need to work the same hours as everyone else, 9 hours today, and I will finish at midnight.
This is the end of our tour today. I hope you are enjoying it. And thank you to visit Oman, and please my friends visit Oman again and again. Oman has a lot of things to see, a lot of places to visit.
Once back on board, I quickly changed into my uniform, got a fast lunch in the crew mess and went to work. Lately I'm trying to eat less sweets and choose more fruit instead, because I feel like I've already gained some weight. Luckily, the reception was pretty quiet today, so it was a calm shift. In the evening, I went to HR's office to have an interview with the HR ashore for a position in the shops. If you don't know, I applied for a change in position and I already had interviews on board, and today was the last step, interview with the shore office. The interview went quite well, and later in the evening I saw the shops manager, who told me that they confirmed me and that by the crossing back to Europe they should transfer me to the shops. So I'm very happy. Today we again arrived in Muscat. I'm doing early shift now, so I worked from early in the morning until 1 p.m. and I have a good break of 4.5 hours now, so I'm planning to go and visit a fortress not far from the port that I somehow skipped before. Normally you have to pay for the entrance to Muttrah Fort, but the friend I went with always likes to try his luck and ask for discounts or free entry. Sometimes, when you say you are a crew member from a cruise ship, places offer special prices. You just have to ask. I would honestly never think of doing that myself, but he decided to try. He said to the man selling entry tickets that we work on the ship and that we could recommend this place to guests, or maybe bring them here in the future. To my surprise, he said okay, and he told the man at the entrance to let us in for free. We simply walked through. I was really surprised, because I would never normally ask for something like that. Maybe he thought that we were tour guides or could bring more visitors later, I'm not really sure. But it was a nice and unexpected moment, and it made the visit even better. Muttrah Fort sits high on a hill above the harbor, so you have to walk uphill and climb quite a few steps to reach it. but the views from the top are totally worth it. The fort was built more than 200 years ago to protect the city and watch over the port, because Muttrah used to be an important trading area for ships from all over the world. Inside, everything is simple but very authentic, with stone walls, small rooms, and all watchtowers where soldiers once stayed. There are even cannons still pointing towards the sea. From the top, you get an amazing panoramic view of the mountains, the white buildings of the city, the blue ocean, and sometimes even our ship in the port. It was a perfect place to slow down, take some photos, and just enjoy the breeze. We also stopped at the small cafe inside the fort and tried a local Omani coffee, which had a very interesting and tasty flavor. Then we just sat there for a while, relaxing and enjoying the view. Moments like this are very simple, but they really make me appreciate this life and all the places this job takes me. Thank you for watching this video. It will be nice if you like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.